Hi everybody, this is Rosie and I'm here today with Pat Stark. She has an amazing book called Born to Fly, and right now with the holidays a lot of people are dealing with some difficult emotions, and it's really like a setup because of the things of the past. And so I've asked Pat today to talk a little bit about her book and about those things, like we're born into a broken world and it's affecting us today.
Mm-hmm. Without realizing it, any trauma we've had from the past can affect our present, and it can sabotage our future, especially around holidays. I know I struggled with depression for years around Christmas because of the things that I had struggled with as a child, and didn't understand why I always got the flu at Christmas and why I struggled so with depression every holiday season. And as the wounds from the past were faced and healed, we become free to live in the present and enjoy the present and look forward to the future instead of being bound and stuck into something that we have no control over.
That's the thing. It's like we continue to have those same things like surface over and over again. Mm-hmm. And that, I think, sometimes is where things get a little bit like frustrating. Like, well, then we have a belief system at some point. Like, well, it's always going to be like this.
Yes. And often we also have a false belief system with a lie that we've believed that came through the circumstance that happened to us. For instance, when we have been wounded, say through rejection or through abandonment or some other thing, we can then have a belief that we're rejectable.
Right.
And then we actually draw rejection onto ourselves without realizing it.
Yeah. And that's big at Christmas time because this happened or he didn't do that or she didn't do that. It's all these expectations that we're all set up on.
Absolutely.
For the holidays.
Absolutely. Unrealistic expectations where we're trying to fill something from the past in our present, and we put demands on those around us to come through for us and make up for people that have failed us through the years, and we don't even realize it.
We don't even realize that we're actually doing that.
Yeah.
That's basically what you talk a lot about in your book. Let me show the cover of it real quick. I want everybody to be able to see this. It's called Born to Fly, and you can go to theborntoflybook.com or patstark.com, and I'll put links in the sidebar for you so that you can get this. And so if you feel like you have any like stuck places or where you like keep circling the mountain, so to speak, where you're like, I've been through this before. This is the same guy in a different pair of pants, or this is the same situation again, or this happens every year. A lot of people, maybe if they're Christians or something, might say, oh, the devil's just attacking me again. Well, what if that's a setup?
And see, God will use the enemy sometimes, but God's purpose is not to harm us, to heal us. The enemy's purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy.
Right.
So if we can begin to allow God to show us what he's after and submit to God in the process instead of just fighting the enemy, and then allowing God to use the enemy to actually bring healing to our lives.
It's like sometimes when you're in the setup, it feels really, really bad.
Yes.
But then if you can stop and get the perspective, like there's something to get at in here.
Yes. And that's what a setup does. It brings emotions to the surface that need to be healed. And if we can allow God to enter into those emotions, tremendous freedom can come.
I know that is definitely true, and I want you to just take a look at this book, go to the website, read a little bit of excerpt about it, but definitely go to patstark.com and get this book for yourself and for others that you know that might be going through something in the holidays. Thanks for watching.